Hello and welcome to Making It with Scott. Today we're going to be making this wooden Festivus sign. Before we get going, I do have a couple announcements. Number one, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers. It's amazing, and thank you guys for all the positive feedback. Number two, we recorded the cutting on a live stream. So if you want to watch the cutting in real time, you can. Um, I plan on recording a lot of the cutting on live streams in the future, so if you click the bell, you'll be notified. I'll try to leave a note the day of when I'm going to be going live, and it's just kind of fun. You can sit there and watch it in real time if you want to see what exactly I'm doing, and we can answer questions and just hang out. Um, and the third and last thing is this file here, this pattern is one of mine. I think I designed it around 2008. I know I haven't cut it since 2013. There's a couple options. There's a free option. There'll be a link to the PDF where you can download that. And then there's a paid option. Right now it's an introductory price for $1, and you get the PDF, but you also get an SVG, a DXF file, and an EPS file. So if you wanted to do other things like load it into a Cricut, I have a Brother Scan and Cut, but pretty much the same thing, into a plotter. Or if you wanted to, laser engrave or CNC machine it, you can. Or you can also use that file, load in some software, and 3D print it. So you have a bunch of different options. It's a great way to support the channel. And yeah, we'll get back to the video now. Thank you much. So I have my wood. I put blue painter's tape on. Now we're going to glue the pattern. So I just have this box here that I use for overspray. I'm going to take my pattern. I'm just going to fold it up a little bit so it's easier to grab. Take my spray adhesive. This is Super 77. Give it a little spray. Now we're going to wait a couple seconds for it to tack up. It's tacky. And lay it on top of the blue painter's tape. So we're going to start with the internal cuts. One itty bitty cut on the bottom here, on the bottom of the U. First. So I just straightened out the bottom of that cut. So I want to keep all these corners really crisp. So I'm going to cut down to the corner, back up, come in from a different angle, give myself room to put the blade in there. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I decided for this cutting I'm going to stay right on the outside of the line. I'm not going to split it. So now I have a nice crisp corner. So yeah, this sign here only has 3 internal cuts, so we're almost done with the internal cuts, which is always good. So I'm using a number 7 blade. This is a 7 modified geometry reverse tooth blade. yeah, number 7 blade. It's smooth. I mean, I just have to touch the back up a little bit, and I will put it on the sanding. I've got a sanding wheel, and I'll just round over the corners a little bit, and then she's ready for paint. All right, we're done. As far as finishing goes, I put a coat of spray paint on. I used this fire red satin enamel. Normally I go for a gloss finish on these, but this is the only spray paint they had in the store that was red. It turned out just fine. Now this gold detail around the outside edge, to do that, I got this paint marker from Sharpie. It's got oil-based paint in it, and I literally just kind of traced around the outside edge, and it dresses it up a little bit. So we're gonna call this one done. I think it turned out pretty good. Made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. You know, this is the call to action time when I'm like, you know, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you hate it. And, you know, if you ring the bell, you'll be notified when new videos come up. Like I said earlier, we are live streaming the actual cutting that's sped up in this video. So you can hang out with me and watch the video being made. So there you go. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time.